Greetings, EGR 180 students. This is the SolidWorks demo for Unit 8, Basic and Intermediate Part Creation. I'm going to model you that goofy-looking copper thing. That's pretty descriptive, isn't it? That's in the presentation. Hang on a second. As soon as this opens up, I'll show you what we're going to do. Faster than a speeding bullet. All right, there it is. I'm going to do... Wake up. This guy looks like this, and it's made out of copper, and I'm going to start with that basically. So you won't see me refer to it because I've got it printed out in front of me. All right, so standard routine sumo, set my materials. It's copper. It's right there. And I'm going to set our units, which is millimeters, and this guy is going to turn my trusty origin on. Yay. And I'm going to find that makes it look like the picture. There it is right there. We're going to sketch on the right plane. So again, and still, I keep preaching the start with a primitive and go from there. So with this guy, we're going to start with just a plain old box. I'm going to model it about the origin, make it look like that. Isn't that lovely? And I'm going to start dimensioning it. Now, I have said before, and I will say it again, in the CSWA, you're way better off using global variables when they give you. If they give you an A, B, and a C, make a global variable, because odds are in the modifications, they're going to change those numbers. And instead of having to go in the drawing and change them, all you have to do is go to equations and change them, and I'll show you how to do that in a second. All right, so this one we're going to call A. Do you remember how to do this? You just press the equal sign, and then type in the letter A, and you say yes. Do you want to create a new global? And I do. And the value for that is going to be 100. And I hit enter, and I say I love it. And notice that I get the little summation sign down here, which means this is an equation. All right, I'm going to do the same thing over here. I believe this is 63, but we're going to call that equals B. And I want a new variable for that. Yes, I do. And I want this to be 53. Let me check that on my note. I'm sorry, it's 63. 63, and that's lovely. And now I have a fully defined rectangle here. And so I shall turn it into a cube with my extruded boss base. And I want to model it about the midplane. And I'm going to make a new variable here equal to C. Whoops. Equal C, excuse me. And do I want a new one? Yes, I do. And this one I do believe is 50 millimeters. It is. And there you have it. So there's our lovely little isometric view of our blank wood that we're going to start whittling away at to create our beastie. Just want to show you this, though, that if you go to Tools, hello, and go down to Equations and click on that, hey, there they are, A, B, and C. So again, when you get to the second modification station on CSWA, all you have to do is come in here and modify it, right? And it does everything for you. Because remember, they're going to use stuff like A divided by 4, B plus 26, goofy stuff like that. And if you use global variables, SolidWorks will do all the math for you and do the modeling for you even. So gosh, why wouldn't you want to do that? Okay, so this is the drawing I'm going to work off of to start with, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this area, and then this area, and then this area. So let's do that, shall we? That sounds like fun. So I want to, where's my right plane? I want to sketch about that, and I'd like to normal to it. And so there it is, and I'm going to start with a little rectangle up here out of this corner. And I'm going to make it like so, and then I'm going to dimension it, and I do believe this is, let me find it, 15, and I do believe this is 40. Now, you'll notice that I used a rectangle here, and I could have drawn 4 lines, but see, what people do all the time is they will draw this line and then try and do an extruded cut, and you haven't defined the outer limits of it. So you have to make sure that you have a closed-in space whenever you do an extruded cut. Otherwise, it's going to try and go out into like vapor space out here. It's not going to work. Okay, so that's the first one. So let's go down here and start this guy, and we're going to draw an angled line like so. Double click it, lets me do another one. Go from here to, I don't know, that looks pretty good. Love it. select out of that. Let's try an arc. I'm gonna come down here, go from that to somewhere over there, and we love it. Yes, we do. And notice that these two are not connected. So how do I fix that? I just click one, I control click the other, and I say merge, you little worms, and there they go. Other relations I want to put in, this and this are tangent, and this are, whoop, I can't do it now. Let me fix that later. So what do we have here? Let's throw some dimensions in. When I look at my drawing, it says that from this dot to this dot is 15. We'll make that cell, and it says the angle here, I do believe, is 20 degrees. Yep, and the length of this little dude here is 8. All right, the only other thing I have to do is from here to here is, what's it say, 40. All right, things are looking a little funky over here, so we're going to fix that. I'm going to drop out of that. Going to grab that arc. Going to grab this little dude. And now I can say, I want you to be tangent. And there you go. So what's going on here? I've got a 40. If it lets me move that, that's not good. Oh, I know what it is. There's an angle between here and here. Which, no, I want T, hey, little goofy dude. Angle. No, did I get it? I don't think so. Go away. No, I don't want that. Control Z that out of there. Control Z, dude. Go away. There you go. Let's try it one more time. Let's do a dimension. Let's go from, let's start down here. Here to here. Yay. Now, that wants to be 45. Et voila. Notice that we know, whoa, what's going on here? That's kind of fun. I don't think these 2 points are merging. Let's look at those. No, they are not. This is bad here. So we want that point and that point. No, I don't want a dimension. That point to merge. And it doesn't like that. All right, not sure what's going on here. There's just an extra line here? Dude, what are you doing here? Go away. All right, let's just delete it. Well, that's one way to get rid of it. Okay, so little troubleshooting there for you. That's fun. Looks like, hey, I have a fully defined sketch. Now, I just want to reiterate here that when I try and do this extruded cut, if I don't have the line drawn here, which I don't right now, it's not going to cut it. It's going to say you have an open frame. So I just need to draw that last final line from here to there. Happy, happy. Okay, so let's fit that to the screen. So that one's done, that one's done. Just got to come over here and do this dude. So again, we're going to start with a line. I'm just guessing where it is. Going to go down to, yeah, looks pretty good. Going to grab an arc. Going to make the arc equal to that spot over here. Going to come and click that point. Going to sweep it down until it hits that point. Gosh, it actually looks pretty good right now. Do I love it? Yes, I do. All right, so what do I always say? Dimension before relations. This guy and this guy are tangent. All right, so that's happy. So let's do some dimensions. Okay, this, if I do believe this 30, is it 30 or 35? It's 35. And from here to here is 4. Hey, look at that. As soon as I do it, back to fully defined. Now here again, what do I still got to do? I got to draw this line and this line. Otherwise, I can't do that extruded cut. So let's do that. One line here, one line there. There you be. Happy, happy, fully defined sketch. Yes. Let's take a look at what we've got here. So there's my, see, they're completely enclosed, right? Happy? Yeah, good, good, good. All right, so what we're gonna do, let's get out of here. Let's do an extruded cut. I'm gonna go through both. It's gonna clear those bad boys out. And hey, voila, kind of looks like, I don't know, right? Looks just like that. Hey, there you go. All right, so far so good. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to do this section here. I'm not going to do all this modeling for you. This is pretty straightforward stuff over here. But this is a little tricky, and in particular what I want to show you is how fabulous, how truly fabulous convert entities is. So I want to sketch from here, and I want to normal to that sketch. So there we go. So what am I doing? I'm starting with a, let me swap my papers here. I've got a really big arc. I'm just going to draw a circle because that's even easier. I'm going to start right. Do I want to start right there? Yes, I do. I'm going to start here and draw a big honking circle. Up like about. Does that look right? That doesn't look right. Yeah, it is. It is right there. Okay. So we're gonna say that that is. I do believe it's 50. It is 50. And that's not right. I don't like where that is. Let me just zip out of that for a second here. I'm looking at my drawing, and it's 30 in. If this is 35, is that 35? Just talking to myself here. Oh, you know what? I think I mistakenly. Let me go back into my sketch. First off, I got to get out of this one. Let me go back into the sketch, take a look at it. This is wrong. Okay, so I'm going to fix that. That needs to be 30. That's what I thought. It looked kind of goofy. There we go. That's much better. All right, so sorry about that. Go back and sketch from here and start over with my circle. And I want to be right there again. Let's see if this works better. Yeah, there we go. And that needs to be a 50. Okay, so 50. And what I want to do is I want to do an extruded cut right here. Okay, so I can redraw this line and then try and redraw part of this arc, but there's this nifty thing called convert entities right here. All right, so I love that dimension. I click on convert entities and I say, what would I like to bring up to this current sketch? I would like this line and I would like that arc. And I say, yes, I love my newly converted entities. Now all I have to do is trim away the stuff I don't want. I don't want this circle out here. I don't want this little piece right here, so that goes away. And I don't want this little piece right here, so that goes away. And now I have a sketch just like that. And so now I can say, yeah, I love my trim. Let's go into features. Let's do an extruded cut. Yahoo! And just like that, I'm in. And this is 13 millimeters. And do I love it? Yes, I do. And so just like that, see how easy that was to convert that entity? Man, it was lovely. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go in here and I'm going to sketch on that plane. And I would like to normal to that. And what I'm doing is I'm going to cut, I'm going to do an extruded boss base on that same center point. So I'm going to go to my trusty circle tool, and I'm going to grab my, you always got to do, if you hit that, it'll always highlight the axis right there, the center. Click on that, come out here somewhere, go up into dimensions, tell it that this is a, quickly, 20 millimeter circle. There it is. And what I want to do is I just want to extrude this little part here. So again, I could come in and try and draw that line and then that little bitty piece of an arc, but hey, you know, I've got this convert entities tool and it is so wicked cool, I'm going to use it again. So I'm going to say, bring that line up to my sketch, bring that line up to my sketch. I love my converted entities. Now I'd like to trim the stuff I don't need. Don't want this circle, right? Don't want this stuff up here. Don't want this stuff down here. So now what I've got is a sketch drawn right here. So now I can say, I love the trim. Let's go into extruded boss base. Let's bring that out. I think that is too far. I think it's only 5. Let me check. Yes, it would be 5 millimeters. And I say, I love it. And there you go. So far, so good. Now there's one more of these things to do, and that's to draw a circle and extrude out of that. Here again, I'm going to sketch from here. I'm going to normal to that sketch, and I'm going to pick my trusty circle tool again, and I'm going to pick that same center point, which is right here. And I'm going to draw a little circle, and I'm going to dimension it, and I'm going to say it is a whopping 10 millimeters. There we have it. And actually, I'm ready to go at this point in time. So I hit Features, Extrude to Boss Base. Coming out here, I think it needs to be, what is that, 5? No, it's 8. And that is perfect. And bada bing, bada boom. Check it out, right? Done all this already. And that, hey, that wasn't hard, was it? It didn't take so long. It's not so bad. Got to do a couple things, put a hole up here, cut some of that away, do an angled cut off there. All that stuff's pretty easy. I just wanted to show you how simple some of this stuff is if you take it on as a primitive to start with and just whittle away the stuff you don't want anymore. And the extreme value of the convert entities in a situation. It brings geometry from a prior sketch up to your current sketch plane. Wicked useful. I do hope you use it. There's problems in CSWA that you won't be able to do any other way. I wish that would go away and leave me alone. Okay, so that's it for the SolidWorks Unit 8 demo. Email me if you have any questions or concerns, and as always, thanks so much for watching.